By the third day, they had already given up. A $600,000 excavator, state-of-the-art, brand new, was buried in black Iowa mud. 2 bulldozers couldn't move it. A crane almost tipped trying. Engineers were already talking about writing it off. That's when a quiet old man stepped forward, looked at the machine, and said, "I can pull that out." September 1992, Eastern Iowa. Donnelly Construction had just brought in their newest pride, a Caterpillar 375 excavator. $600,000 of cutting-edge engineering. The kind of machine that doesn't get stuck. Except it did. The ground gave way without warning. What surveyors called solid turned into a swamp. And within minutes, the excavator sank. Not halfway, all the way down to the cab. Thick black mud swallowed it like it wasn't even there. For 3 days, they tried everything. Bigger machines, more power, more force. But every attempt made it worse. The deeper they pulled, the deeper it sank. And every hour cost them money. A lot of money. Frank Donnelly watched the numbers pile up. $20,000 every single day. Lost time, lost contracts, lost patience. They brought in 2 bulldozers, chained them together, full throttle. The engines roared, tracks spun. Nothing. The excavator didn't move. They called in a recovery truck from Des Moines. More power, more pulling force. Still nothing. Then came the crane. Massive, expensive, their last real shot. It lifted slowly. Then suddenly, the entire crane leaned. Workers shouted. Someone screamed to cut it. They dropped the line just before it tipped. Silence fell over the site. No one had another idea. That's when the engineers started saying it out loud. "We can't pull it out. Drain the swamp. Or write it off." $600,000. Gone. And then a pickup truck rolled in. No announcement, no urgency. Just a 73-year-old farmer, stepping out like he had all the time in the world. Walter Brennan. He didn't rush, didn't ask questions. He just walked straight to the edge of the mud, looked at the machine, and nodded. Frank watched him, confused. One of the engineers laughed. "Unless you've got something bigger than all this," he said, pointing at the machines. "You're wasting your time." Walter didn't react. He just said 6 words. "I can pull that out." This time, everyone laughed, Frank included. Until Walter turned and pointed back toward the road. "Be back in an hour." They heard it before they saw it. A deep, rhythmic chug. Slow, heavy, different. Then the whistle cut across the flatland. Sharp, loud, unmistakable. Heads turned, and over the hill came something no one expected. An old Case steam traction engine, built in 1912. Iron wheels, steel body, a machine older than everyone standing there. The engineers stared. Frank squinted. Someone whispered, "That thing belongs in a museum." Walter climbed up, like he'd done it 1,000 times before. Steam hissed. Pressure built. The ground vibrated. Chains were hooked. No rush, no noise, just power. Walter pulled the lever. The engine dug in. Slowly, the chain tightened. The mud resisted. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a shift. A sound. A movement. The excavator moved. Just an inch. Then another. And then it broke free. No one said a word. The same engineers who laughed just stood there, watching. Frank walked over slowly, looked at the machine, then at Walter, and for the first time all week, he smiled, not because the machine was saved, but because he had just learned something no blueprint could ever teach. Sometimes, the newest solution isn't the best one. And sometimes, the only thing strong enough to fix a problem is something everyone else forgot.